Good morning from the Willow campground right outside Whittier, Alaska.
Yes, Eddie, we are matching. We bought matching sweatshirt jackets.
So what you haven't seen is we took a few days off from our videoing. We've been down to Homer, Alaska. We spent the 4th of July at Homer. No videoing because it's 4th of July and we needed a holiday. And then we went over to Seward, Alaska for 2 days.
Yeah. Yes, Susan and I did the dog sled, which Ed could put a few, well, actually a video clip.
Yeah, we'll throw some pictures in here. So that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Kind of relaxing, getting caught up on a few things. What have you been doing this morning, hon?
Well, this morning we're getting ready to go into Whittier. So I made some chicken salad for all of 4 of us for lunch today, and I got chicken Alfredo going in the crock pot for supper tonight. And I got some fresh baguette to go with it. So
it works really good for us putting the crock pot in the sink while we're driving around. We plug it in.
It's on low.
It cooks while we're driving today.
It works. It's been working now almost 2 months.
All
3
right.
months, 2 months.
Through the tunnel to Whittier. But first things first, I got to get my exercise in today. So Tom's been helping me stay accountable on the exercising. So no pain, no gain. We got to get in, get my exercising done. Then we'll take you through the tunnel and take you over to Whittier. We've been through the kiosk. We've paid our toll.
Look at this face. He didn't get a treat. He thought he was at the bank.
I wish we would have videoed that.
He hasn't
Herky
been
was hanging out the window because he thought he was at the bank and he was going to get a treat, and they had no treats whatsoever. So our timing is pretty good here. They just released going the other way, so in just a few minutes.
We're in lane 3. Now I hope this big bus is behind us, not beside us.
So when you pay your toll, they tell you what lane to get in. Tom and Susan are in lane 2. They're behind us, but
they'll go first.
They'll go first in front of the tunnel. So, alrighty. Hey, what we'll do is this tunnel is like 2.5 miles long, so I'm not going to just run the video the whole time. But I'll give you a sample of what it looks like as you're going in. So one of the things that we noticed the last time we came down here is the weather can be completely different on the other side.
Right.
So we've got, well, it's kind of misting today.
Yeah, it's not bad, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it could be a bright, sunshiny day over there, or it could be
this right here,
pouring down rain.
Or it could snow. You just don't know.
We don't know.
Okay, we're going to find out.
All right, it says next traffic release is at 10:30. So take a look at this. So this is basically what we're looking at. A lot of boats in line, a lot of people getting ready to go over and go fishing for the day, and some people, I have no idea what they're doing. In fact, we don't even know what we're going to be doing. So, all right, hold tight. As soon as this thing gives us a go, we'll take you with us. we're through the other side and we're disappointed.
It's soupy.
It is so, the fog is so thick.
Wah, wah, wah.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to see anything. Anyway, hopefully it'll burn off later today.
Yeah, let me check.
So we've had experiences before when we came through here. Got to the other side, it's bright sunshiny day because it's on the other side of the mountain. It's actually worse than it was on the other side. So
yeah, it's going to be like this until 3 o'clock, and then there's a 30% chance of rain.
Oh my! So
okay, go Whittier.
We took a chance. We'll see. So Tom and Susan are way ahead of us because their lane went through the tunnel for ours. So we'll catch up with them. We'll make a plan. We're gonna make the best of it. We're still gonna have a good time, but it looks like the views are gonna be a little bit obscured because of the fog. So since the weather is kind of soupy, the first thing I did was make my way up to this old Buckner building. At the end of World War II, the Army used this as a garrison at Whittier Army Port. At the beginning, it was just a small wood frame building, but then in 1948, because of the Cold War, they increased their presence here, and the Buckner building was named in honor of Simon Buckner. And once upon a time, there's like 1,000 troops that were housed here. Okay, I made a slight change of plans. We didn't go down to the museum because when we went up there to the behind the Buckner building, I remember this road that goes up through here, and this road's amazing. Look at this. So see, really they've got these little houses built up in there. I don't really know like whose house those are, but they look like private residences. But look at this. This is really neat. If you look right over the edge here, you can see there's a waterfall there. Of course, the water is crystal clear because it's just snow melt. I think it's really cool here. I enjoy this, even though the weather is not ideal. The place is still amazing, right? So if we walk down here, you can see this is oh, what do they call this? Puget Sound, maybe? Or Prince Edward? I can't remember. If you walk down here, I gotta look that up. I should, look at me. I'm supposed to be telling you guys what we're doing, and I can't remember what this body of water is. Oh my, it's really cool. Nancy and Tom are way out ahead of me, and then Susan had to run back and get the dog. We left Herky inside because he sits really low to the ground and he picks up all kinds of mud and everything when it's raining. He's not happy about that. Okay, Tom, I can't remember. Is this Puget Sound?
No, Prince William.
Prince William Sound.
Yes,
there we go.
Prince William.
I knew.
I think we're just like right across the bay from Valdez.
I wish I was an expert on the geography of this area, but it's really cool. This is a great place.
Yeah.
What do you think about that water? Isn't it? I mean,
crystal clear. Looks like you could drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Hey, let's take you down here and show you this. How's this for a beautiful view? This is just a little bit down for where I was at just a minute ago, and you've seen those waterfalls and those houses up there. But man, even though it's foggy, it's still great. Tom has decided he's gonna go out there, and I'm gonna let him do that. I'm gonna stay up here. I failed to put my hiking boots on. They're back in the van, so I don't want to get my feet wet. But wow, it's really cool. Really awesome views here. so we came down the hill there, and you can see the boatyard and everything, the City of Whittier building, and then they have the grocery store, the Anchor Inn, gifts, and the laundromat is probably one of the most important things here. But this is a historical building. This was the command center for the port during the Cold War, and I think it was built it was used from 1954 to 1960, but a family acquired this in 1980, and it was in disrepair and that, and they restored it, and now it houses the hotel and the whole the grocery store and some other things. Well, unfortunately, I wanted to take you to that museum and show you everything, but they have background music playing in there, so that's not going to work. I can't do that and not get a copyright strike. So anyway, enjoy this quick video of the inside of the museum, and then we'll move on. So I'm sitting here outside downtown Whittier, outside the shop, and there's this dog here, and he's trying to convince passersby to throw the frisbee for he's been sent away. I think it's pretty cool. When people walk by, tourists are walking by, he's trying to get people to, the gal's making him leave. Oh, that's sad. He's got this frisbee. Oh, he's gonna go in now. He's got this frisbee and he's trying to convince people to throw the frisbee for him. I think it's pretty cool. I've seen about 4 or 5 people do it. Oh wow, the culture in Whittier, Alaska is really cool. Okay, real quick, I'm going to take you through a quick walk through the Hodge building. Most of the people in Whittier live in this building, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but I thought it'd be interesting for you to see what the inside looks like. It's a storage room for, they got some bikes. We're on the first floor, so public access is restricted to the first floor, but hey, take a look around. This hall here, they've got just a recorded history of all the different events in history that took place in Whittier and as it relates to this building. Tom and I spent a lot of time reading this, but did not read everything as time did not permit, but it's good that they have this preserved here in kind of like a little museum type form. It's fun to look at. We're just listening to the elevator go upstairs, and yeah, sounds kind of creaky. I don't know if I'd want to get on that thing, but look here. Here's kind of a photo history of the construction of the building. Pretty interesting to listen to, or pretty interesting to look at. It's got a long history here, and now it's under private management, but they've got a lot of cool stuff here. We've only spent about 15 minutes or so here looking at stuff. It's not something that you spend hours looking at, but it'd be interesting if you could hear the stories of the people that live here and why they live here and that. I'd be interested in that, but I think for now, we're going to go back outside into the rainy, foggy weather. All right, there you go. That's just a quick look inside the Hodge building where most of the people in Whittier live. I found it interesting. I've seen some other videos on this where people actually have got to talk to some of the residents. We just really want to respect people's privacy, so we didn't do any of that, and we just kept the videoing to a minimal. But It's interesting history. Just thinking about all the effort that was spent on the Cold War, and that's why all this is here. So, alrighty, we are going to head back to the van. Nancy decided to take this opportunity to take a little nap inside the van, so I'm going to go back there and get her, and I don't know what we're going to do next. The weather's put a little damper on what we're doing, but we're still going to have a good time. How many apartment buildings do you know that actually have snowmobile parking in the parking lot? Golf carts, snowmobiles. And then if you go over here, they actually have a school here too for the kids, and there's a tunnel that goes underneath the road from the school to this apartment building. So in the wintertime they don't have to go outside, but if they want to play, there is a playground under roof. Just a totally different lifestyle I find very interesting. So Tom thinks this is industrial looking, Cold War era, because it is.
Yeah, it feels like we're in East Berlin.
So wish the weather was better today. You could see more of it. Take a look here. Here's the tunnel. So above us is actually the rail yard that comes, the tunnel, goes from the port up to the tunnel, but there's a rail yard above us. And so this tunnel actually goes through there, but see, you got quite a distance down there. So it's been fun reading about all the Cold War era stuff. It's kind of interesting because Tom and I lived through this time in history, so it is neat to take a look and look back on. Just the resources that were spent on this is just amazing. But what we're going to do now is we're going to run up, get back in our vehicles, and we're going to drive over there to the waterfront area and take a look at that. There's so much to look at here that we just kind of pace ourselves and decide what we're going to look at. But take a look at this.
Well, we spent more time over there than I had anticipated that we would. We are now waiting for the 5 o'clock to go through the tunnel. It's 4:40 now. It has rained all day, but they've got to see quite a few stuff, right?
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Everything there is to see.
There's not much to see here. Whittier is one of those places for us. Now, this is our opinion.
Right.
You see it once, that's fine. So
right.
Anyway, but
and had Ed not needed a ride over here, I would have stayed back at camp in the van. But
Tom and Susan have never been here before, and if you come here, you got to see this.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Well, an experience coming through the tunnel.
So unfortunately, it rained most of the day we were here, and so we're sitting here for watching cars come out of the tunnel. For the release coming that way, and then in just maybe 15-20 minutes
we'll
be our turn to go through.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.
I got 3 really cool stickers. I know Ed is so excited he's about to pee his pants.
And she took a nap. Well,
I did while they were
in the museum looking
in the
around.
museum. No, in the building. The
Yeah.
big building. Yeah. Well, Susan, I guess, was in the museum.
So just so you know, we're staying at the Willowall campground just right outside here. It's the U.S. Forest Service.
Yep.
And so just using that for a launching point. So that was our day today down here in Whittier. I know it wasn't much, but I hope you enjoyed it.